Hello and welcome, I'm Raziel and it is Thursday, let's not move on that. And as with all Thursdays, it's a model review and it's a single model, and this time it's a big boy. He's a really big boy. Just a couple of things I need to clear up first. From now on, I've decided that with these, if I can get the rules, there can be rules for the game it's set for, Kings of War in this case, and the one-page rules, which would be Age of Fantasy, if applicable. I think this would be very much to my opinion that I want to get the best bang for my buck, and if I can suggest the rules for both games and then you can have a look and you can say, right, maybe I don't want to play it on one-page rules, or maybe I don't want to play it for this game, that's up to you, but you have the rules for both. I think that would be the best way. I wish I should have done it with the Wild West Exodus stuff, and I apologise. However, I'm going to start doing that now when I can. And that's kind of the start of this video. Also, I'm also going to show, as I did with Wild West Exodus, the top price you should pay. So, the price you should pay, the highest amount. I'm not going to go to any third-party stores. Wayland Games do make Wild West Exodus. Well, Roll Cradle do, but they're owned by Wayland Games, or the other way around. But that's so you know exactly the price you should pay, rather than, because you know these third-party stores will do it cheaper, and you can go there. I have, Wayland Games linked down below. If you wish to buy these things cheaper, that's up to you. But I want to show you the price at its highest. So if you see on eBay for hire, you can go, hang about. No. It's not that much. Anyway, so we start with the Abyssal Dwarf Supreme Ironcaster on Great Winged Halfbreed. Wow, that's going to be one hell of a title, and it's 40 quid, so it's quite a big model, and it's a huge chunk of resin as well. And I've got to say, this is the model that got me into Abyssal Dwarfs. I absolutely love this model. This model represents to me what fantasy wargaming should look like. It's bizarre, it's kind of cartoonish. Not that cartoons we get nowadays, back in the 80s and 90s, that form of cartoon, it's just fun and enjoyable, but it has this degree of menace with it. I can't show you the back end of this one, unfortunately. I do apologise. So I can show you the front, and that's it. And this dude, the Ironcaster, straight away, you can see that even the way they position the wings and the way the wings are, it actually adds to the movement of the cloak. I like these little details when they mould these things. Stuff like this. See, this is really nice. And the wing is going in the same direction. And it looks like it's not even causing the cloak to move, which is brilliant. I love it. The way it's got its claw up like that makes it look really savage. But this guy with his sword out, bring me closer, I want to hit him with my sword. And he looks like he's in charge. He looks like he's a boss. I love all the details in the beard here. I love, the ornamentation. This shows off like what the Abyssal Dwarves are like, and I really do like it, and I think this guy alone is a nice looking model. I like the detail on his helmet as well. Yes, I will say that yes, Games Workshop models are technically better, but there's something about Mantic, and they have this charm to their models which GW seems to have lost. I'm not bashing on GW, but this is why I love Mantic. They have that charm to their models. They have this sort of I don't know, je ne sais quoi, which, just get back up, big you. And it really shows in all their models. It's just really nice. I like how they've done the sort of six-pack here, which is also sort of like the hard scales as well. I like the fact that he isn't got his hand fully down. It's actually in a fist. It's just almost like a gorilla. It has this very primate look to him as part of his half-breed. That you could see this maybe once was actually maybe a Abyssal Dwarf himself. And it's still got that look to it, and I love the fact that his face is so orky as well. This is such a nice looking model. I love the scaling on him as well. It looks really nice. It kind of shows off how proper scales do look like, because they tend to be very uniform, but there's every so often you get these nice larger ones, and they really put the nice details in there. And I do think this is, so I love these. I think this hard scaling on the tail looks good, and it's just what makes this model look nice. I love the fact that it's very cartoonish. I love the beard on the dragon himself with all the ornamentation and the rings to sort of match the rider there. I think that's nice. That's a nice fun touch. So that's him who's owning it. No, sorry, that he owns this. And it's just such a really nice model. And like I said, I like the details that's on this. The face to me, this is one of the best looking faces I've seen in a long time. This is a fantastic looking face. This looks angry, it looks aggressive, it looks absolutely nasty. If you wouldn't want to meet this in a dark alley. Actually, I wouldn't want to meet this in a well lit alley, let alone a dark one. And yeah, it's just a really nice looking model. And like I said, this is the one that got me into Abyssal Dwarfs. I just think this is such a charming model. It's aggressive looking, but it has this cartoony charm. Like I said, it's back from the 80s and 90s form of cartoon. That sort of fantasy, it has that with it. It looks so nice. And Mantic always pull this off really well. And same with the Abyssal Dwarf here. He has that same, like, if you remember the old Conan cartoon, if you remember that, he has that sort of helmet that, what was his name? The villain wore. Or, you know, like Shao Kahn. No, not Shao Kahn. Oh, he'll get to me probably after I finish this video. But just, you know, that helmet, which looks like a 18s cartoons villain's helmet for fantasy cartoons. It has that look, and I think it's really nice. So, the rules. The rules for him are very special. He has a defense of 5+, which is actually quite low, but 8 attacks? That's really nasty. Like, he's going to do a lot of damage. Absolutely loads. He's a 250 point model. And he's fast as well. This is a nice looking model. I think this is really cool. His melee is 4+, so he's hitting on 3s. No, he's hitting on 4, so he's got about 50% chance, I should say. And this is so really cool. This is a nice model. It's got nice simple rules and magical artifacts. He has. Look at all the choices he can use for his army for it as well. Well, obviously you've got to choose the right one, but yes, this is a nice looking model. He's got a decent set of rules for him. He's a 250 point value. This is a very nice model to have as your centerpiece. I love him. One-page rules are very basic rules, as you know him, and it is this. He has a quality of 3+, which means it's going to be quite easy to pass. I'm putting this as the Boar Centaur one, because I don't really think I can find one, there we go, that matches him. Abyssal Leader, upgrade. No, that's the best one I can find. And let's see if this got it as well. There you go. There he is. It's the Iron Champion you want to go with. I looked at the wrong one. I do apologise. He has 3 wounds on his own, an attack of 3, and an AP of 1 with his heavy hand weapon. 3 toughness 3. Like I said, 3 wounds. Saving on a 3+, on a 4+. Again, sorry. You can tell I've been playing World of Exodus too much. I'm automatically just adding him up the wrong way. And again, the quality of 3, so his defense is 3 as well. The Great Ring, this guy here, 6 attacks, AP 2, Fear 1, Flying, and Toughness 6. So in total, for one-page rule, he is going to have, what's that, 9 wounds, and he's going to do so many attacks. 9 wounds and 9 attacks. He's scared, as he's, you know, causes fear as well. This is a lovely model. Each 2 sets of games have great rules, which really make him a nice, menacing, absolute beast on the battlefield. And that's what a centerpiece should be like. It should be also a beast. It should be something that would really scare your opponent to face it. And also tends to make it an arrow magnet as well. Or a bolt magnet, or a cannon shot, or a cannonball magnet. Yeah, they're going to want to take this out as soon as possible. And I tell you what, just fielding this is going to be such delight for you guys. It's such a nice model. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. I do not know what to call this because I'm not putting that whole title there. And as always, there's a link to Whaling Games down below if you wish to save your money on your Mantic stuff. We do have Mantic there, of course. And other war games as well. And free delivery after £20. And it's up to 20% discount, by the way. Up to 20%. I have to make that clear. It's not always 20%. There's Forbidden Planet as well. For your fun, geeky merchandise. Comics, DVDs, toys, plushies, etc. My merchandise, cups, t-shirts, bags, everything else that everyone else does. My comics as well, if you want to see some fantasy. It's a fantasy comic, by the way. Sci-fi fantasy actually. And there's also Skyforge, never forget Skyforge, and finally Patreon because business. Bye bye.